ask you all to come up and answer some questions, because my guess is there are a few reporters in the room that might actually have a question.
Maybe not.
Joan, you were talking about the ballot language, the wordy ballot language, and the public recognition of this issue being even on the ballot. How do you think you guys can overcome those issues with early voting starting Monday?
Catherine, would you repeat the question?
Oh, okay. So Joan has some hearing issues sometimes. So the question was basically, how do you deal with the ballot language when early voting starts just on Tuesday?
Well, that's one reason we're holding this today. Every additional bit of attention. You're quite right. It is. We may get the message to people after they've already voted, and that is a problem. I don't even think the ads have been in the paper yet with the language. Isn't that right? I haven't seen it. So, yeah.
I guess I'm asking, how would you handicap the race right now? I mean, you seem like concerned about those issues.
We certainly don't know. We've seen the polling. It's not exciting, but we are going to try. And we've got the funding to do a certain amount of communication. We're trying to do as much as we can in public like this to get people to know what's going on. It is true that it's a complicated issue, but the result is simple, and if we can get that message out, we should be all right. There's an awful, when we went around with the petitions, and how many signatures we get? 800,000?
Oh, something crazy. I don't know off the top of my head. It was around 750, if I remember correctly.
I did very few, but I know on the ones I did, people wanted to sign it. I said, the League of Women Voters supports it. They said, I want it. I'm serious. So you just don't know at this point.
Any other questions?
Do you think that all of the early campaigning ads, all the money that's been spent on the other side has, is it even able to, are you going to be able to overcome that? And are you going to have some ads, and if so, when?
Okay. So I don't know if you all have noticed, but we've been watching ads for many, many, many months. And we all know that ads can be effective, but we also know that at some point people don't really make a decision on the issues almost till the very end. And so as we go through this, we are using our voice to reach neighbor to neighbor, friend to friend, sister to sister, to really do the outreach, to let people know what issue 2 is about. And, you know, clearly this is an uphill battle. But we would not have taken on this challenge if we didn't want to win. And I have to tell you, I can taste it. I don't know about the rest of you. We're going up that hill, and we're going to do it. Now, I would like to highlight, as we went through this, the wonderful League of Women Voters, which Joan is a proud member of since 1957. And I'd like to highlight President Meg Flack, who's in the back in the League of Women Voters, and Ann Henkener, who's back there, who's been active as the redistricting person from the League of Women Voters. And I would also like to highlight at the end, there are other people in this room. You say, hey, just to say hello. So, Jimmy Miracle's back there. So say hello and ask them some questions as well. Any other questions?
Yeah, I want to just add a personal comment. As a Republican who gets all the mailings in the world from the Republicans and the party, I am really disturbed by the 4 I've had so far about issue 2, and I did write to Bob Bennett and tell him what I thought of it. The mailings are ridiculous. For example, liberals are stealing our Constitution. Well, of course we're changing the Constitution. It's the only way to change the system. But this is their big argument. We can't change the Constitution. Then the one about bureaucrats, these unelected bureaucrats who we can't kick out because even if they commit a felony, but they're going to spend all this money, and the legislature is just going to say, okay, we'll appropriate it, here it is, billions of dollars apparently. And these are bureaucrats, mind you, who are in office from August of one year till October of the next year in a 10-year cycle. My. I mean, I'm eager to see their next one and what they've come up with.
There they go again.